Hi everyone, welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is Rachel and I welcome you to my channel. In this very short video, I am going to go over this new iron-on from Hobby Lobby. It's for lower temp and less time. So we have two iron-on projects that I want to test out this particular HTV. So I have a canvas bag here and a shirt that I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and move those to the side and let's go ahead and weed it out. So when I cut it, it's same setting. You want to do iron-on vinyl, and so far everything feels the same, doesn't feel any thinner. It's weeding pretty good. So far, so good. And hopefully we will, actually, I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to turn on my heat press so that way it's heating up at this while we're weeding. So it says 265 degrees Fahrenheit. And then, of course, you're going to press it for 5 seconds. So I'm going to turn on my heat press. Oops. And then it says 265. So temperature, turn it down to 265. And then I'll leave the time as is. We'll worry about that later. And that is heating up. I'm pretty excited to see how well this particular vinyl works and if it actually really does take 5 seconds. I mean, that's pretty awesome because most of the time you have to do 30 seconds. I mean, 25 seconds is not that big of a deal of a big difference, but it does not say that you have to preheat the back or heat the back as well, which is another 15 seconds that you normally have to do. So we'll see how well it does. I think for good measure though, I'll heat the back. Like I said, it doesn't say in the instructions, so we will see. One will be, I mean, I'll occasionally wash this bag, but one will be washed all the time because it's a shirt. This little bag is going to be for my purse. Okay, this just says toddler stuff. I used to be fun. I thought that was kind of funny to put in my little bag here. And then I like to do, occasionally, I like to do tone on tone. And so I thought this cute pink vinyl would look, or HTV would be super cute. And I did this mandala for this particular project. My daughter, that's just my heat press telling me it's all heated up. And my daughter really, not really, but she just loves making dinosaur sounds. She goes, "Rawr." It's so cute. And a lot cuter than how I just try to portray it. But anyway, so I thought it'd be kind of cute to put, well, let me just weed this out so you can see. But I think it says Lovosaurus. So I thought that'd be super cute and fitting for pink too. And yeah, Lovosaurus. Then of course this is mandala. So there are a lot of parts that needs to be weeded out for this particular project. So I'm going to go ahead and weed all that out. A labor of love. And I don't know if there's a piece that just didn't cut there, but I'm just not going to fight that and just kind of accept it as is. And then I'm going to come around and cut off all of this extra pieces just because I don't want it to accidentally iron onto my project. So just again trim around there, and I think there's a little piece right there. So let me turn it around. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, let me go ahead and clean up my workspace and then we'll go ahead and iron this on. Now, you most certainly can use this for sublimation. I'm not, just because I want to see how well this works. And I'm going to preheat. You should always preheat your garment just to get all the moisture out of it. Your material. All right. And then let's go ahead and apply our, make sure that's not a piece of HTV, and make sure that is straight. Looks like it's a little crooked. And it looks like it needs to be moved over. Okay, so just cracks me up. Toddler stuff. I used to be fun. All right, let's go ahead, and it says for 5 seconds. So what I'll do is I'll change the time for 5 seconds. All right. Oh, and it looks like this kind of lifted up. So let me get that fixed here. And I'm going to apply my vinyl and hold down for 5 seconds. All right, 5 seconds. I'm not going to do the back, and it says warm peel. So I'm going to take this off my mat, turn it over just a little bit to draw off some of that heat because that is super hot. Okay. It says warm peel. Yep, it's not working, guys. It's coming off. Let's try it for another 5 seconds because it says 5 seconds, heat press, warm peel. And standard blade. And you can hot wash 140 degrees and tumble dry for dry cleaning. All right, so I don't know, 5 seconds, that just seems so unrealistic, and to be quite honest, it's not. No, it's coming off. Okay, well, maybe it's just the material that I'm gonna do it for the full. In fact, let me change the time here. Oops, not the temperature. Let's change the time to the full 30. Now, I don't think it tells you. Okay, it says not suitable for nylon. For uncoated nylon, preheat textile for 5 seconds. Apply nylon at 300 degrees with low pressure of 5 seconds. So I don't think this is nylon. It's polyester. So yeah, this is not. Okay. So let me do for the full 30. All right. So I'm going to just move this off my material, and I am going to preheat my shirt here. All right. Just kind of move it around and heating up my shirt. You only need for 5 seconds. Let me see if this is working. Kind of multitasking at its best. Okay, 30 seconds seems to do the trick. Yep, 30 seconds. Well, we'll see. Well, you guys, it took more than 30 seconds because I had to apply the heat a few times, so we'll see how this works out. So again, I'm gonna add this. Now the dinosaur, I just did a mandala dinosaur, found it on Cricut Design Space, and then I added the heart, the basic shapes, and then I added Lovosaurus and kind of curved the text a little bit. So that is what I did with this one, and I gotta center it a little bit better. That looks good. Yep. All right. And if you guys can hear, the ice cream truck is going around in my neighborhood. So I'm going to do for 5 seconds. Because again, I just want to test. Now that's 5 seconds. I really am anxious to see if it really does 5 seconds on a different material. All right. So again, I just remove my mat. Try to draw out that heat. Okay. It draws out pretty fast. And peel. Be careful to monitor everything as I'm pulling. And see, I don't know. Well, maybe it was just the material that I used. See, I'm trying to feel if there's any lifting, and I don't feel any lifting. So, what do you guys think? I don't know. I almost want to just apply additional heat just to make sure it's on there, because usually when you pull it up, it's a little rough and it kind of tugs at it, if you will. So let me just go ahead and we want to make sure that all of our vinyl is, our HTV is covered, and I'm just going to do a quick, just make sure. All right, that should be good. And then this should be able to pop up with no problem. Well, there you have it. The 405 iron-on low temp in less time. I don't know. I'll have to do some more. I'll have to try this a little bit more. Just because I don't know, it did not work so well on this type of material, but it did really good on this. Now, the big question is, will this hold up for the test of time? But 5 seconds and it did work, 265. And yeah, I will keep on trying it. And again, once it's been washed for a few times, I will make sure that I will report back and see how well it held up. But again, make sure that you follow the instructions and just understand if you're using this canvas type polyester material. Again, I'm not into fabric, so I have no idea if there is nylon in, what nylon is in, to be honest. So yeah, so hopefully you give it a try and let me know what you think and put it in the comments section, and we'll review it together, and hopefully this will last just as good as their Paper Studio brand that they no longer sell. In fact, I just went there and they had all of these now. They got rid of these boxes, or I don't know, they put them in these boxes, but they're no longer in the tubes. But yeah, so all right, well, thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll give it a try and let me know what you think in the comment section. Thanks, guys.